Five, four. Hello, this is KCYP 97.7 FMLP, the city. This is DJ Destiny along with.
Rockin' Rudy.
And also.
JEG, the wannabe MC.
Hello, guys, and welcome to RGV Rocks. KCYP 97.7 FMLP, the city, is a nonprofit organization that promotes local artists such as myself and as well as everybody here on the Zoom call, and is the home of indie music. We are now accepting donations through our website, www.thecity977.com, and as well as sponsorships to keep this radio station thriving. For more information on paying donations, sponsorships, or business advertisement, feel free to contact Joe Martinez at 956-789-0702 or by email at martinezjoe@hotmail.com. I will also be leaving donation links in the description below for the station as well as Cine El Rey. To the people that don't know who we are or what RGV Rocks is a radio show and now an online podcast dedicated to local talents, events, and all the wonderful people in the Valley, such as you and I. So, Rudy, do you want to introduce our guest today?
Of course I do. Thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much for listening to the podcast. Rockin' Rudy with you here. And I want to introduce one of the very greatest local talents to come from the Valley, in the Valley, and still in the Valley. Our very own, desde Harlingen, Texas, Mr. Lucky Joe. Mr. Lucky Joe, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, Rudy. Thank you once again for having me on your program. It's always a pleasure being here with you guys. I'm so proud and what you guys are doing, keeping the music alive and, reaching out to these younger generations so we can keep thriving. So it's a pleasure and it's an honor for me to be here with you guys.
Oh, no, the pleasure and the honor is all ours, my brother, because you do deserve it. God, and I've seen the struggles and I've seen the stardom now where you had and, watching some of your videos, sí pega corazón, brother. Sí pega corazón bien a todo dar.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and get this started. Miss Destiny, you want to start off?
All right. Well, we usually ask this for our interviewees and also returning interviews. But what do you like about the Valley?
What do I like about the Valley? I'd like to say that the people, la gente es bien humilde, la gente aquí en el Valle. It's different. Me as a traveling musician, as a traveling artist, I go all over the United States and I see how the pace is a little bit faster, outside of the Valley. Once you hit Corpus, San Antonio, the pace is a lot quicker. So one of the things that I love about the Valley is the people, lo calmado que está. It's a lot calmer, nobody's rushing that much and you get to enjoy yourself, at a restaurant or anywhere, it's a little bit more peaceful. So I guess that's what I love about the Valley.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've noticed that you were traveling. So are you going to be a part of like a concierto or like what happened?
Well, you know what? I'm a traveling musician, so this is my primary income, my primary form of income. So I travel all over the United States and parts of Mexico to work. Our latest single has just been released. It's called El Palomito, bajo la compañía de Freddie Records. And this is what we do. We go to different cities to promote our latest single and get people to download and stream and, put a face to the name of the song. So I just got back from San Angelo, Texas this morning. I got in at 7 a.m. We took off from over there like around 12 midnight. So yeah, it's kind of tough, but this is what we do. Being a Tejano music artist is not all what it seems to be like. A lot of people think it's all about the stage and lights and the fame, and it's not about that. It's about hard work and dedication. So yeah, that's what I do.
There you go. So it's all about it's all about the heart. It's no longer a job, it's a passion, and that's why you get up every morning, you travel and go the distance you got to go, or even sometimes getting there the same day you got to play later on that evening. Because I've seen it, I've seen not only yourself, but other artists también que están allá afuera, they're all doing the same thing. And like you said, your source of income, and especially now, 2020 COVID just messed up a lot of things for a lot of people. So we got to get our voice, our sound, our music, everything out there to let people know we're here. You know,
Yeah, you know, 2020 has been very difficult, and we're hoping that 2021 brings a lot more, you know, a lot more work. You know, 2020 really put us at a standstill, us as artists, as entertainers, you know, and it was like that for the whole entertainment industry, man. I mean, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, whatever, rap, country, whatever genre of music you think about. It was very difficult for all of us. And for those of us who live off of this, you know, it's even more so, right? So we had to think about different outlets and, you know, different hustles so we could, you know, bring in that income. So this past weekend that I went to San Angelo, just really quick, the reason I went was because I held a raffle. I raffled off 2 hours of music. You know, I did 50 numbers at $50 a number, and the winner turned out to be from San Angelo. So these are just little forms of income that we're finding, you know, serenatas and stuff like that. So it's tough, man. You know, we're hoping that 2021 brings us, you know, more work and is a way better year.
well, it's got to be. It's already starting off better than what it was last year.
Yeah,
You know,
especially. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
hope that everybody also watching this interview or like listening to this podcast, please mask up so that way we can at least get back to normal and have everything going again. Because honestly, like you just said, the entertainment business and industry has gone down uh very
Dramatically.
dramatically. Yeah, it's gone down really
it's pretty
bad.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about El Palomito, I've noticed that it hit number one on the top 20 Tejano Gold countdown. How did you find about? What was your reaction about that? Actually.
Well, you know, it's always great to get recognized for what you do and for your work. And, you know, I've hit number one before, but every time it's like the first. You know, I'm filled with emotion, and you know, I'm ready. I'm really appreciative because the Tejano Gold Countdown goes based on by requests from people. You know, if they request a song, if they look for this song, if they download the song, you know, that's the way you hit number one. With big shout out to Rudy Trevino from the Tejano Gold Countdown. You know, it felt like the first time, you know, way back in 2013 when I hit number one with Amor Escondido, and then 2015, I think I hit number one with Extraño Tanto or Tu Príncipe. I don't remember, but it's been several times. But every time it feels like the first. You know, I'm filled with emotion and I'm in gratitude, and you know, it's the people. The people make you, or they break you. So estoy bien agradecido con toda la gente.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the good thing about it, Lucky Joe, es como te digo, I mean, you're from the valley, so también, tú sabes, puro corazón, tú sabes, eres bien humilde, you know, you're very humble.
Thank you.
And
Thank
you're
you,
a very
bro.
generous person, man. You've gone out of your way, and you've donated a lot of your time and a lot of your talent as well. So yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you know, how the way you are, and this is what's blessing us. You know what I mean? Is we being, you know, humble and true to what we love to do and everything. You know.
Well, see, I mean, Rudy, we're the same, man. Us as artists, we put on our pants one leg at a time, man. You know, it's you know, we still have to cut grass, wash dishes, take out the trash. You know, it's not.
Fix the
Yeah,
broken pipes, whatever. Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
still
There's
human.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So the best thing to do is, you know, try and stay humble and try to stay true to yourself. I'm thinking, you know, I'm a strong believer that what you project is what you receive. So as long as you stay humble and, you know, try to project those good vibes, you'll more than likely receive the same back. And you know, I've been very fortunate and very blessed to be with Freddie Records, también such a great company, you know, record label. I'm on my fifth album, six-time Tejano Music Award winner, two-time Latin Grammy nominee, and you know, I'm just blessed, you know.
Yes, 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 we do. Hey, Jake,
Yeah.
anything you want to say, Jake?
Yeah, I have a question for you real quick. You know, with all this discography and, you know, years of doing what you do, when did you realize that music was the path for you? That this was like your life and you were just gonna go for it?
I have to say, I have to say when my mother died, you know, my mom was a big time supporter of of my music. You know, she bought me my first accordion. She would sit me down in front of the TV every Sunday morning to watch the Johnny Canales show. And, you know, she was my biggest inspiration. And when she passed away, before she passed, she told me, you know, she said, Lucky, if you want to be a musician, go for it, but go for it and 100%. Don't go for it just, excuse me, as a hobby, because there's something in you. She told me you got something, so you go for it. And I think that's when I realized that this is what I was going to do for the rest of my life.
Wow. Mothers do have a very big impact on, you know, on anyone actually. So
That's right.
I'm glad to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as you can see, let me ask you something, Lucky Joe. Do you still talk to the guys from Los Frijoles Románticos? I mean, I know that that was a big step for you there with those guys and everything. Tú sabes,
Yeah. Well, you know,
historia.
yeah. Oh no, man. We got so many stories, man. I mean, I was with Frijoles Románticos for about 10 or 12 years of my life. We recorded 2 albums with them. The first album was Grammy nominated. It was called self-titled, Frijoles Románticos. Recorded No Me Asustan, Este Me Vale. We did the one with Bobby Pulido, Donde Está Mi Raza. We toured all over the United States and Mexico. We would shut clubs down, man. Fire marshals would go in there and, you know, say that we were at capacity and we had to shut the club down. we had some great stories and some great times. I had some great times with Frijoles Románticos. I keep in touch more, excuse me, with Noel, the bass player.
Yeah.
He actually performs there at Cine El Rey a lot. Every Tuesday, him and Epi, they perform there at Cine El Rey with Bert. And I've kept in touch with him. You know, he's doing his own thing. Epi's doing his own thing, and some of the other guys from the Frijoles, they've joined different bands as well. And but they're doing good, you know, and that's all we hope, you know, for each other is for us to be blessed and, you know, keep striving for the same goal.
Now, I already know the answer to this next question, but I just want to go ahead and just put it out there. If there was to be a Frijoles Románticos reunion, would you be the first one there?
Oh man, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Those were, like I said, those were some great times. I composed you know, I wrote some great songs for Frijoles, like No Me Asustan, like Me Vale. And to reunite, that would be great. I would be 100% down for that.
Heck yeah, we can see if we can do something like that and make it out in the park somewhere, you know. Que se venga la raza, pues that's what it's all about, you know.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's the reason why.
But everybody wear your mask.
Yeah, we'll do this one. No me asustan, no les tengo miedo. No me asustan, no les tengo miedo. Esa gente criticona no me asusta. Esa gente que le gusta mover la boca. No me asustan.
Hey, that's the one. That's the one that you created while you were there at the club, right? I remember the story to that. I remember that. Tell us that story.
Yeah.
So we used to perform at this club in McAllen. It was called Padrinos, and it was on 10th and man, I don't remember, but I know it was on 10th.
10th and Tamarack.
10th and Tamarack. Well, ironically, I'm sorry, I'm getting a call. Hold on.
No worries.
Technical difficulties, it's fine.
This always happens. Are you guys there?
Yeah,
okay,
we're seeing. We see you crystal clear.
Okay, good. Ironically, the club is now a pink and blue. That's where they sell.
Okay, I know where that is.
Okay, so yeah, that's over the Danny's on 10th. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we would perform there from Wednesday to Saturday, brother. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We were the house band, and like I said, it would get super stupid packed, and McAllen PD would have to come in and check it out, and look at the counter and see if they were at capacity. And they would shut us down every time, every Friday, every Saturday. They would shut us down. And then one night, we were jamming. I remember we were there, Padrinos. We were on stage. It was around 11:30, close to midnight. And the stage is to where if I'm looking to my right, I could see the entrance of the club. If I'm on stage and I look to the right, the door is right there. So as soon as I saw McAllen PD, a big shout out to McAllen PD. We love you guys. As soon as we see them come in, the guitar player starts going. Now that riff is from, I don't know if y'all remember, Bad Boys, Bad Boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad, right? So he was doing that. And I saw the cop come in, and I'm like, no me asustan. No le tengo miedo. And they turn around, they look at me, and they go like this. Like cut it, like yeah, stop playing, So we stopped playing, and they talked to the owner. We didn't get shut down that night, but he got a warning or something like that. But yeah, man, that's the way that song was created. Afterwards, after we left that night and we were at home, and I was like, man, I remember what he was doing. So then I put words to it, and I wrote the song, and it became a very popular song, man. I know it was played a lot. It was played a lot on the radio.
I know. I was playing it on the radio. KIWW 96.1, the one. I remember that. AC Cruz would come in. He goes, man, look at the list. How many frijoles románticos do you see under? The whole page, bro. I'm like every 15 minutes. No me asustan. That one, and then the one with Bobby Pulido.
Oh yeah.
That one played.
I don't remember how that one goes, but yeah, I remember.
A lot of people would say, "Tienes nopal en la frente."
Oh yeah, that's similar. That like, me and Bobby wrote that song because there was a lot of people from the valley, especially that we would run into, and they would say their names or they would introduce themselves, and they wouldn't, ¿cómo te diré? Like Mary Rodriguez.
Right, exactly.
No, you're Maria Rodriguez. You're not Mary Rodriguez. Or Janet Acevedo. Acevedo, no. You're Janet Acevedo. So, yes. Or Villarreal. You're not Villarreal. You're Villarreal,
Yeah.
So
roll the R's.
Yeah, we wrote that for those people who, Frijoles Románticos, we were all about being different, being political, even dressing different and stuff like that. And it was good.
The Bad Boys of Tejano. The Bad Boys of Tejano.
Something like that. But those were great times, man.
I think it's because Rudy wants a reunion sometime. That's
why
he keeps asking those questions.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do those reunions, and we'll have Jeg film it.
That
would work, right, Jeg?
That'd be some good footage.
That'd be awesome.
Jeg, you have any questions you want to ask him?
Well, seeing you be a musician and whatnot, and me, I thrive to be a well-known rapper, soon. What are some fears that you have as an artist that I should be aware of, that I should somehow, or anyone should?
What? I'm sorry. What are some what?
Some fears.
Some fears. As far as in the music industry, or personal fears, like I'm afraid of the dark, like that.
I suppose we all are at one point, but like what I meant was like fears growing as an artist,
Well, when you talk about fears, I mean, there's different ways I could take that. The fear of not being liked, the fear of not succeeding, the fear of not coming up with the right material, the fear of
being booed off
there's a
stage.
lot
Oh,
being booed off stage. I think that if I had any advice to give anybody that's coming up in the industry and in any type of industry, whether it be rap, whether it be country, hip hop, Tejano, Norteño, Mexican, regional, Latin, pop, my suggestion, and you know what, man, my opinion, you could take it for as a grain of salt, but this doesn't only apply to the music industry, but this applies to life in general. Anything you do in life, you got to put your heart 100%, and you got to really want it. You got to really want it, and not, excuse my language, but not half
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna take anything as a hobby, step back, step away, search for something else. If this is not your passion, you need to find your passion. And once you find it, you'll know what it is. You'll know what it is because you'll wake up breathing it, you'll wake up eating it, you'll wake up dreaming it, you'll know what it is. So my suggestion to anybody coming up in this type of industry, or as in general, is you got to want it it's got to be your passion, man, because it's not about the fame, it's not about the lights, it's not about the stage, it's not about any of that. It's about hard work and surviving. That's what it's about.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
There you
That's a good
go.
one. Yeah.
So
That's
it's
just
like
my
basically, Jake.
opinion.
Yeah, hey, Jake. I mean, he said it all in just that big old paragraph. Basically, it's got to be a passion. Like you said, you got to wake up, you got to eat it. You got to sleep it.
Breathe it.
It's everything. It's just like, and you will. I mean, you may be better rapper than you are a videographer. You never know. But hey,
Yeah.
Lucky Joe right there. Look, that man right there has been through a lot, and as young as he is, man, he's done a lot. And Mr. Lucky Joe, como te digo, we're lucky, we're honored to have you here with us, and you're a big
Thank you,
inspiration,
brother.
man. You're a big inspiration to a lot of people that are, trying to get into the industry también de Tejano music, porque ahorita Tejano music, man, it's getting a little tough out there.
Well, it's been like that for a while, Rudy. That's why we have to venture off into different genres of music and different markets to be able to work. At the end of the day, again, like I said, it's about working. And if you don't open up that market, if you don't try different genres, if you don't try different baits while you're fishing, pues you'll never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So that's why this new single, El Palomito, that was released is more norteño.
Right.
It's a full-blown norteño song. It was an old cover that we decided to re-record from Los Cadetes de Linares.
Right.
So esa es una canción 100% norteña. So we did that, reason being because we wanted to open up a different market and see if we're able to get in there and work. The Tejano market is so small that you can only circle the same clubs a certain amount of time. Y ya le dices vuelta a todos. So to be able to go into these other markets, you have to record and project what they're listening to. So that's why we decided to do that with the Palomito.
Palomito's good. I mean, it's like you said, it's an oldie song, but it's a goodie, and it
Yeah.
always hits all the time. All right, give us a little sample, Lucky Joe.
Oh, well. Let's see if I remember it. Now, this is an old school Cadetes de Linares song, norteño. So it's acoustically right now. So it doesn't sound like the recording, but it goes. Una palomita blanca de piquito colorado. Ayer yo la vi llorando en las cumbres de un guayabo. Currucú, currucú, le cantaba el palomito. Currucú, currucú, que volviera su nidito.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Hey, so I know that right now things are kind of rough with doing a concert and stuff like that. But do you see yourself being in another big event coming up soon, or nothing yet in the works?
Well, as a matter of fact, March the 13th, we're doing a show here in La Feria, Texas,
Okay.
at the Silverado Saloon. And March the 20th, we're starting up the tour with Signal. A big shout out to my friend Jesse Turner from Grupo Signal. As a matter of fact, I'm now under their management as well, which is called BLG Entertainment. So I'll be doing 80% of Signal's tour this coming year. So I'm super excited about that. You know, everybody's been getting vaccinated. You know, a lot of people are, all these shows are going to be, with precautions. Everybody needs to wear their face mask. They're going to be taking their temperature at the door, hand sanitizers, all on every table and stuff like that. So we're going to take all the necessary precautions to make this tour possible. So, but to answer your question, the most recent shows that are coming up are going to be the 13th in La Feria, and then the 20th, I'll be with Signal in San Antonio.
All right, all right. So
Yeah,
it's good to see you're getting out there. You know, it's like you said, taking care of everything, precautions, todo eso is number one thing, and you're doing it. You know, y luego con Jesse Turner y Signal para acabarla.
Yeah. You know, he's a real good friend of mine, man. You know, we've been hanging out a lot lately. You know, we work out and stuff, and he gives me real good advice. You know, and as a matter of fact, you know, I look up to the dude a lot because you know he's at where he's at because of his work ethic. You know, he has very good work ethic, and it's inspiring, man. So yeah, big shout out to Jesse, man.
Yeah, Jesse Turner. Yeah, he's a trooper, man. Let me tell you.
De aquí del Valle también.
Sí, también de Mission.
Yeah. No, he's from Harlingen también. Yeah.
También de Harlingen. I thought he was from Mission. Oh, he lives in Mission.
Actually, he was born or he was raised in Santa Rosa, I think. Yeah, Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa, right there in the corner.
Yeah, ándale.
Miss Destiny, anything else?
Yes, I was gonna say. So how did you get into like Tejano or just Latin music? Was it forming from like the Johnny Canales show, or how did that come about?
Well, you know, basically, yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure if my mom would have sat me down in front of a Kiss concert, I might have played the electric guitar or something like that, right? But being from, you know, it's been in our roots, it's been in our culture, you know, for a very long time. Música de conjunto, música norteña, Mexican regional music, Latin music, Tejano music, old school brass sound music. It's been in our family for years, for generations. And I guess, you know, I was placed into it, you know, by coincidence because she would sit me down, you know, in front of the TV and we would watch Johnny Canales, Roberto Pulido would come out, David D. Garza, you know, Los Tesoros, all these bands, Ramon Ayala. So I guess, yeah, that's where it comes from.
All right. Cool. Yeah, is there anything else on Miss Destiny or Jay?
Oh yes, actually, because I know our interview is going to stop short in a bit. So if anybody has any other up and coming questions, please answer after me. But going on about COVID-19 and how it impacted you as an artist, is there any upcoming maybe singles or albums in the future?
Well, yeah, the latest single right now is El Palomito. We're fixing to release another one here pretty soon. I'm thinking about in another 2 weeks. The next single is going to come out. I don't have the title of the next single yet because we really haven't decided on two. We're listening to two singles, and we're trying to decide. The album should be coming out in about another 3 weeks, si Dios quiere. And basically just promoting this next album is our main focus and priority right now because it's a tribute album to the norteño music, and I know that the people are gonna love it. So we're waiting on that, and hopefully in 2 weeks we'll have a new single.
Hey.
All right. Hey, but Lucky Joe, we love anything you pull out, brother. You know that. You know that's
Thank you,
we're with you 100%. We're behind you 100%. Y tú sabes, if we can help you out any way, shape, or form, let us know, brother.
Yeah, of course. You know, Mark Martinez from Freddie Records, contact him and he'll send you all the latest music. Freddie Records has always been really, really good about sending out music to, independent internet stations, radio stations, program directors all over the United States. So I'm pretty sure, Mark, if you have his contact, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you later, Rudy. I'll text it to you.
Ándale, ándale.
You speak with him, and he'll send you all the latest music, not only mine, but all the Freddie Records artists. I know they have Palominos, they have Elida, they have David Olivares. So yeah, Jay Perez también is with them. So yeah, I'll give you that contact, and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the hard work that you guys do.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, that's what we're here for. Mr. Jag, anything else?
Well, it was an honor, Lucky Joe, and I can't wait to see what other music you got for for us. And
Yeah,
just real,
man.
real quick, what albums do you recommend? For people who want to get into Tejano and whatnot, like what albums do you recommend for us to listen to?
Well, Tejano music, it depends on what kind of music, what kind of Tejano you want. Do you want the brass sound? Do you want the keyboard sound? Do you want the old school or orquesta sound? It's just a big old variation of sounds within Tejano music. So, I would just suggest go back to the basics, to the beginning, go back as far as los clásicos, Roberto Pulido y los clásicos. Go back to David Lee. Go back
Sonny
to
Osuna, Carlos
Sonny
Guzman,
Osuna. Yeah, Sonny Osuna, Carlos Guzman, Agustín Ramirez, Freddie Martinez. Go
Chacha
back.
Jimenez.
Yeah, learn your roots, and try to absorb as much of that as possible, man.
Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. And again, it was an honor and awesome to meet you.
Likewise, brother. Likewise. We need to have a rap battle.
Ah.
Put it on the calendar. Put it on the calendar. Rap battle, kid.
I'm just saying, man. It was great to meet you too. Thank you guys so much for having me on your program. Like I said, you guys are keeping our music alive, especially here locally in the Valley. I wish I could have a copy of this so I could, spread it all over my social media. If you guys have a link to it, I would love to share it. Once again,
definitely.
thank you, Rudy, también for having me on your show.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. And you know what? I honestly want to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, también, Lucky Joe, porque I love it because I call you, you don't say no, you say yes, let's do it, and we love that support from you too, brother. Mm-hmm. We really do.
Of course, man. Any type of content that can help us out, is much appreciated, especially right now in the times that we're going through. So, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, brother.
Yes, yeah, you got it. And Lucky Joe, let me ask you something. If somebody wants to get a hold of yourself, like say they want to do like a private little, gathering or something like that. I know you're doing raffles and stuff, but how is it that we can get a hold of you, or what is it we can do?
The best way is to just contact me through social media. I have my number on all my social media. I'm the one who answers the phone, and I can refer you to the booking agency. I can refer you to the management company, BLG Entertainment. Just inbox me on Facebook. You can follow me on Lucky Joe Music on Facebook, Lucky Joe Oficial on Instagram, Lucky Joe Oficial on Snapchat, Twitter, Lucky Joe, and Facebook, Lucky Joe. So just Google my name and everything will pop up there. Again, for all your CDs también, all your music, go download them at your favorite digital platform store. Freddie Records TV channel on YouTube and FreddieRecordsOnlineStore.com. I also have a website, www.luckyjoemusic.com. So send me a message and I'll respond.
There you go.
And Lucky Joe, any shout outs before we leave?
Well, big old shout out to everybody from the Valley. One of the toughest places to, succeed is our con nuestra raza, nuestro valle. And luckily for me, it's been fairly easy to win over our people from here from the Valley. And I really appreciate that, man. Nuestra gente, nos da ese apoyo y ese cariño bien bonito. So I really appreciate everybody from the Valley. A big shout out to all the fans from the Valley. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support.
All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing about the La Raza here from the Valley. If you're not gonna make it, they'll let you know real quick.
Yep.
That's what I love about the Valley, man. The Valley, no hombre, we ain't fake over here, buddy.
Yeah.
But hey, Lucky, thank God you've been blessed, and you're blessing us by being here with us and by coming out to our show. once again, anytime you want to come back, brother, come on back. A la otra te traes a Jesse Turner.
A ver qué dice, a ver qué dice. Well, thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, guys. So I want to remind everybody that we are sponsored by the historic Cine El Rey Theater, dedicated to preserving the past for the future. Thank you so much, Lucky Joe, for coming in with us on this interview, because honestly, it's like COVID's been a mess, and this is the best we can do. I wish we were in the studio right now, but as fortunately we can't. But next time, if the studio does open and things like that, we'll get to another follow-up interview. So hey.
Yes, that sounds great. Thank you so much. I would love that.
If you like to follow us or check us out about what we do as a station or even as a radio show, be sure to check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. RGV Rocks, Facebook and Instagram, and then Twitter is Rocks RGV. Once again, Facebook and Instagram, RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. Any shout outs, guys, before we leave Rock and Rudy or Jeg?
All right, here we go. For me, I want to send a shout out to my two beautiful girls, Drenna and Darcy, my two ladies. Those are my daughters. And then my grandson, Carson, 4 years old, terror. But I love him because he's my little batito, and big old shout out to Lucky Joe. Thank you very much for coming out, brother. That's the corazón. I'm telling you, man, you're just truly great, bro. You really are. And we love you for it,
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
And shout out to the crew for Crosington. We're going to be doing the 72-hour film race, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to show y'all what we make. So, yeah.
Hey, good. I want to give a shout out to everyone listening to KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City, as well as everybody within the Zoom call. And we'll be here next time. I especially want to remind everyone, thank you for listening to our humble little show, and we'll be here next time on KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City.
Before we go anywhere, a big old shout out to my cousin Mary for having me here at her house and this beautiful background setting, as you can see. No, I'm on a penthouse right now. You're not throwing that.
Hey.
And
yes, we can finally see you, Rudy.
My cousin says you're cute, so I don't know. So.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, Destiny, go ahead. Sorry about that.
All right. Like I said before, everyone, thank you for listening to our humble little show. We'll be here next time on KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City. See ya.
Bye-bye.